Hello, everyone, and welcome back to SpeakNex English Podcast, the place where learning English is always easy, simple, and very fun. I'm Sophia.
Hello, Sophia, and a huge hello to all our fantastic listeners joining us from all around the world today. It really is a beautiful day, isn't it?
It really is, James. The sun is shining brightly, and I'm feeling full of energy and ready to go. But tell me, how are you doing today?
I am doing very well, thank you. Honestly, I am a little tired today, but I am still very happy to be here.
A little tired? Oh no, why is that, James? Did you stay up late watching movies?
I wish. No, actually, I was working very late last night. I had a lot of things to finish before the morning.
Ah, work. That is something we all know about, right? Work can definitely make us very, very tired sometimes.
Yes, it can, but it's okay because I really like my work. When you enjoy what you do, being tired doesn't feel so bad.
That is so good to hear, James. And actually, you mentioned the perfect word because work is our main topic for today's conversation.
Oh, so our topic today is being tired?
No, not being tired. Our topic is talking about your job.
Ah, talking about work. Now that is a very important topic for every English learner.
Yes, it is. Think about it. It is usually one of the first things people ask you when they meet you for the first time. They always ask, "So, what do you do?"
Exactly. It's a very common conversation, but sometimes it can be quite hard to explain exactly what you do in English, especially if your job is complicated.
That is very true. So today we are going to make it easy for everyone. We will learn the simple words and phrases you need to talk about your job with real confidence.
I like the sound of that, Sophia. Confidence is the key to speaking good English.
It really is. But wait, James, before we start our work for today, we have a very small job for our listeners to do first.
A job for our listeners? I hope it's not too difficult.
Not at all. It's a very easy job, but it's very important for us.
To the audience, friends, please take a quick moment to click that like button on this episode. It really helps our channel reach more people. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to SpeakNex English Podcast.
Yes, come and join our wonderful community of English learners from all over the world.
And don't forget to share this podcast with your friends. Maybe you have colleagues at work who want to improve their English too. Share it in your office group.
That is a great idea, James. Sharing is caring. Okay, James, I think we are ready. Let's talk about jobs.
Let's do it. I'm ready to learn.
Okay, let's practice. James, imagine we are at a friendly party. We are meeting each other for the very first time.
Okay, I can see it. I'm at a party, I have a cold drink in my hand, music is playing. Hello, I'm James. Nice to meet you.
Hello, James. Nice to meet you too. So, what do you do?
Ah, there it is, the magic question. What do you do?
Exactly. Listeners, I want you to notice something very important here. I did not ask, "What is your job?" Instead, I asked, "What do you do?"
That's a great point, Sophia. In English, what do you do is the most common and natural way to ask someone about their work or their profession.
Exactly. What is your job is correct, but it can sound a little direct or formal. What do you do is much more friendly and relaxed. Yes, remember, what do you do is the most natural way to ask. It's a short way of saying, what is your profession or what is your career?
Exactly. It's the perfect conversation starter. So let's go back to our party. Sophia, what do you do?
Well, James, as you know, I am a podcast host, and I am also a teacher.
I know that, and I can tell our listeners you are a very, very good teacher.
Oh, thank you. And what about you, James? What do you do?
I am a podcast host too, and in my other time, I'm also a writer.
Ah, a writer. That sounds very interesting and creative. What kind of things do you write?
I write short stories and articles for magazines. It's a lot of fun. So for our listeners, notice how simple the structure is. I am a plus your job title.
Exactly. It's very easy. For example, I am a doctor, I am a driver, I am a student.
Perfect. But Sophia, I have noticed that sometimes people get a little confused with those small words. You know, the prepositions like in, at, or for.
Oh, yes, the prepositions. They are definitely tricky. Even advanced learners sometimes mix them up when talking about their workplace.
They really can be, but let's look at them one by one to make it easy.
Great idea. Let's start with in. If you want to talk about the general place or the type of building where you work, you can use in.
Like, I work in an office or I work in a hospital.
Exactly. You are inside that place.
Okay, let me try. So if I'm talking about the type of building, I say, I work in a school, correct?
Yes, exactly. Or you could say, I work in an office, or I work in a large warehouse.
I work in a hospital or I work in a busy restaurant.
Exactly. In is perfect when you're describing the physical building or the environment where you spend your day.
Okay, that makes sense. But what about at? I hear people say at all the time too.
Good question. At is also used for places. Honestly, it is very similar to in, and often you can use both. For example, I work at a bank or I work at the airport.
So in many cases, in and at are very close in meaning.
Yes, usually both are okay, and people will understand you perfectly. But here is a very special one that you need to know. For.
Ah, for. I use that when I talk about the person or the organization, right?
Exactly. You use I work for when you want to mention the specific name of the company.
Ah, I see the difference now. So I wouldn't say I work in Google. I should say I work for Google.
Perfect. I work for Amazon, I work for Microsoft, or in our case, I work for SpeakNex English Podcast.
Haha, I like that. I work for the best channel on the internet.
I agree. So remember, listeners, in/at for the place and for the name of the company. Correct. So, listeners, if you put it all together, you can say, I am a manager, I work in an office, and I work for a big international company.
Now that is a very good full answer. It gives the other person a lot of information and keeps the conversation going.
Exactly. It is much better and more professional than just saying one short word like manager.
Okay, Sophia, I have a question. What if I don't have a job right now? Sometimes life happens, right?
That is a very good and very realistic question, James.
Maybe I'm looking for work. What is the best way to say that without feeling embarrassed?
Well, you can simply say, I am looking for a job. Or if you want to sound a bit more professional, you can say, I am between jobs.
Between jobs. I like that. It sounds very polite and positive. It means you have finished one chapter and you are just waiting to start the next one.
Exactly. It shows you are active.
And what if I'm a student? Or what if I stay at home to take care of my children?
Then you just say it proudly. I am a student, or I am a stay-at-home mom, or I am a stay-at-home dad.
Stay at home dad. Now that is a very important and busy job too.
Honestly, it might be the most important job in the world.
Haha, I agree. Okay, so now we know how to say our job title and where we work. But Sophia, how do we describe the job? Is it good? Is it bad? Do we like it?
Ah, you're talking about adjectives. I love adjectives.
Me too. They add so much color and personality to your English.
Okay, let's practice. James, tell me about an old job you had, before you became a teacher and a podcast host.
Let me think back. Oh, a long time ago, I was a waiter.
A waiter? In a restaurant?
Yes, I worked in a very, very busy pizza restaurant.
Oh, wow, pizza again. Did you like it or was it a nightmare?
Well, the pizza was delicious. I got to eat a lot of it.
Well, that is definitely a big benefit.
But the job itself, it was very tiring.
Tiring. That is a great word for our listeners. It means the work is hard and it makes you feel like you have no energy left at the end of the day.
Oh, definitely. I walked and walked and walked all day long. By the time I got home, my feet would hurt so much. It was truly very tiring.
I can imagine. It sounds like a lot of physical work. But tell me, was it difficult to learn?
It was not difficult to understand the work, but it was very stressful.
Stressful. Listeners, that is a very common word. It means you feel a lot of pressure or stress. Maybe too many things are happening at the same time and you feel a bit overwhelmed.
Exactly. The customers were so hungry and impatient. They would shout, "Where is my pizza?" Or "I want more water," or "This pizza is cold." It was very stressful trying to keep everyone happy.
Oh, poor James. So being a waiter can be both tiring and stressful.
Yes, it can. But you know what? It was also fun
Fun? How can a stressful and tiring job be fun?
because of my colleagues.
Ah, colleagues. That's a great professional word to know. Colleagues are simply the people you work with.
Yes, my coworkers. My colleagues were very funny people. We would go into the kitchen and laugh a lot together between orders. That made the stress much easier to handle.
That is so important. Having good colleagues can make even a hard job feel much better.
They really do. Curiously, Sophia, what about you? Tell me about an old job you had before you became a teacher and a podcast host.
When I was younger, I worked in a shop, a small clothing store in my town.
Oh, a fashion expert. Did you like working there?
It was okay. It was very easy.
Well, easy is good. Most people want an easy job.
Easy is good sometimes, but often it was very boring.
Boring. Why? You were surrounded by nice clothes.
Because sometimes there were no customers at all. I just stood there for hours. I looked at the clothes, I looked at the clock. Tick, tock, tick, tock. The minutes felt like hours.
That does sound boring. Time goes very, very slowly when you're bored.
It really does. So, listeners, boring is a very useful word if you don't find your work engaging. But hopefully, our listeners have jobs that are interesting.
Yes, interesting is the perfect opposite of boring.
Or maybe your job is exciting or even creative, like if you are an artist or a designer. Exactly. So we have a great list now. Tiring, stressful, and boring for those tough days, and fun, interesting, or creative for the jobs we love.
Those are fantastic words to use. They really help you express how you feel about your day. Now, Sophia, let's talk about something else very important. Time.
Time? You mean what time is it right now? Are you hungry again, James?
No, not the clock time. I mean your work schedule. How many hours do you spend at your job?
Ah, I see. That is a very common topic. Well, in most countries, most people work full time.
Full time. That is a term we hear everywhere. But for our listeners, what does that actually mean?
Usually, it means you work about 40 hours a week. You go to work every day from Monday to Friday. It's what we call the classic 9 to 5 job.
Exactly. You start your day at 9 a.m. and you finish at 5 p.m. It's a very standard routine.
But of course, not everyone has a 9 to 5. Some people work part-time.
Part-time. That means you work fewer hours, right? Maybe you only work 3 days a week, or perhaps you only work in the mornings.
Yes, students often work part-time because they have to go to classes, or parents might work part-time to spend more time with their kids.
That's true. I remember I worked part-time when I was a waiter at the pizza restaurant. But Sophia, there is another word we hear a lot these days, remote.
Ooh, remote work, or as many people say, working from home.
Yes, since the pandemic, the world has changed. Many people don't go to a physical office anymore. They do everything from their living room or a home office.
Smiling, like us. We are working remotely right now to bring this podcast to our listeners. It's very convenient, isn't it?
It really is. No traffic, no long commute, and I can wear my comfortable slippers while I work. That is the best part. It is very comfortable. You can wear in your pajamas if you want to.
Giggling. True, James. But remember, even if you are in your pajamas, you still have to actually work. The boss still wants the results.
That is very true. So, listeners, if you work this way, you can say, I work remotely or I work from home.
Precisely. It is a very modern way to work, and many people love the flexibility it gives.
Leaning in, Sophia, I have a fun question for you.
Smiling. Oh, I like fun questions. What's on your mind?
What is your dream job?
Thinking. My dream job. That is a fun question indeed. For our listeners, a dream job is the job you would love to have if you could do anything in the whole world without worrying about money or anything else.
Exactly, your perfect career.
Well, to be honest, I really love my job now. I love talking to you and connecting with all our amazing listeners.
Oh, me too. I wouldn't trade this for anything. But imagine something crazy, something totally different.
Eyes lighting up. Okay, let me think. If I could be anything at all, I think I would be a travel writer.
Impressed, a travel writer. Wow, Sophia, that sounds like a fantastic choice.
Dreamily. Yes, I would travel to beautiful countries, eat delicious local food, and then write wonderful stories about it to share with the world.
That sounds amazing. No fixed office, no 9 to 5, just you and the whole world.
Giggling. Exactly. But what about you, James? What is your dream job?
I think I would like to be a pilot.
A pilot? Flying those huge airplanes across the ocean?
Yes, I absolutely love to fly. I want to see the clouds from above, look at the sunset from the cockpit, and say, deep professional voice, hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We are cruising at 30,000 feet.
Giggling. Wow, James, you have a very good pilot voice. You sounded so serious.
Thank you. But you know what? I think being a teacher and a podcast host is probably a lot safer than flying a giant plane.
Probably. Flying a plane is a big responsibility. But you know, James, talking about dream jobs is actually a great way for our listeners to practice English with their friends.
It really is. It's a positive topic. You can just ask, what is your dream job? And it immediately starts a fun and deep conversation.
Definitely. Okay, James, before we get too lost in our dreams, let's review what we learned today. We covered a lot of ground.
We certainly did. First, we learned the most important question, what do you do, and how to answer it simply.
Right. Using the structure, I am a, followed by your job, like I am a teacher or I am a doctor.
Then we tackled those tricky prepositions. We learned to say, I work in an office for the place, and I work for a company for the name.
Adding to the list, don't forget the adjectives. We learned how to describe our day, whether your job is busy, interesting, or even a bit tiring like your old waiter job.
Oh, I won't forget that. And finally, we talked about schedules, working full-time, part-time, or the very popular remote work from home.
To the audience, you see, it is not so scary after all. You don't need long, difficult words. You just need these simple pieces to build your conversation.
I honestly feel much more confident now, Sophia. I feel like I can tell anyone about my work without getting confused.
And that is exactly our goal here at SpeakNEX. And remember, everyone, the secret is to keep it simple. Short sentences are absolutely perfect when you're learning.
Nodding. Exactly. I like my job. I work in the city. Simple, clear, and easy to understand.
Giggling. Exactly. Oh, James, look at the time. We have to go. We're going to be late for our next big meeting.
Oh no, is the boss waiting for us? Will we be in trouble?
Just kidding, James. Relax. We're the bosses here.
Ah, I forgot. That is definitely the absolute best part of this job.
It really is. Well, I have to say, talking about work was actually very fun today. Who knew jobs could be so interesting to discuss?
It was, and I truly hope our listeners found it helpful and feel a little more confident now.
I'm sure they did. But friends, before we say our final goodbye for today, we want to hear from you.
Yes, we have a special question for our comments section.
Please tell us, what do you do?
Go ahead and write a simple sentence in the comments. Use the phrases we learned today. I am a or I work at.
Or tell us about your dream job. We really want to know what you imagine doing.
Are you a secret pilot like me or a travel writer like Sophia? Tell us everything.
We read all your comments, and honestly, it is the best practice for your English. Don't be shy.
And please, if you enjoyed this episode and found it useful, make sure to subscribe to SpeakNext English Podcast.
Give us a big thumbs up and share this video with your friends and colleagues.
It really helps us to keep making these fun episodes for you. Thank you so much for listening today, and remember, don't work too hard.
Smiling, yes. Take some time to relax and have a great day. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye for now. We'll see you in the next one.